For these focus group participants, there's really an indelible link between the foundation of democracy in South Africa and Nelson Mandela. For them, he is the symbol of this miraculous transition that they were not so sure was going to happen in 1994. And he continued to be that symbol, synonymous with that transition and the miracle. They see Mandela at that time that he had in government as embodying honesty, integrity, no corruption. They see much more corruption unfolding around them nowadays. They say that was not there, at least not that visible, in that period. They see that government of Mandela as extremely caring, and they emphasize that that government did not look as much at themselves and their own pockets as they did at the nation. The nation for them was priority then. So we see this trend that they contrast the period of Mandela, perhaps romanticized, perhaps an easy period because that was the beginning of democracy, contrasting with the more difficult era of 20 years later. They see the ANC now as quite a different party from what it was in the days of Mandela, but with some obvious spillover, but not automatic translation of that vote into the one for now. These participants in his groups really debate with themselves and want to be rational about why, and they largely do, continue to vote for the ANC. And they also look at delivery and credit the ANC government for that. But when they run out of rational factors, given that so many things have been going wrong, then they almost inevitably come back to Nelson Mandela. It's because of him that we will continue voting there. And they associate Mandela's personality with the ANC as a political party. There are so many different views, but interrelated views on this point. People say that they will continue voting, sort of affirming democracy, irrespective of whether Mandela is there or not. They also say that they will probably continue voting ANC, but there are others that say they will vote for ANC as long as the old man, as they affectionately call him, will be there. They also say, talking generally about the political landscape after Mandela, some that say they actually fear what will happen in South Africa when the old man, as they call him, goes. Others are more reassured and believe that democracy is on a firm footing. But almost inevitably, they believe that in due course it will mean that the ANC support will change because he has such a strong symbolism with the ANC. There's such a close connection there that they say, no, they think the ANC support in due course may change. They do not say how, they do not say what they would do alternatively. Perhaps they will very much continue voting the way they do because Nelson Mandela, for them, is the ANC.